Welcome, everybody. Welcome to BeoTalk 210. Everybody's back. Yay. As per usual, I haven't even pulled it up. Damn, I'm an amateur. Go support skinny play and that sort of thing. And, use the referral link. Buy any 2 products, get 10% off. Always get. Yeah, I know. I've never done this before. Or use the new promo code and also get 10% off if you just want to buy one thing. Either works. And here's the skinny play link. Also, if you would like to help out the channels, super chats are highly appreciated, and you get a guaranteed answer to your topic and or question. Also, come join our Discord. Because it's now nearly 180 people strong, and it's good fun. And if you're bored on Monday, you can join Willie and I and tell us why we're wrong, or why Henrik is always grumpy, or that sort of thing, or why I should do more of this. And yeah, it's good fun. But Henrik is busy figuring something out. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! God damn it! Fucking hell! Everything's muted again. Everything is muted. No. Are we back? Make any noise?
Hello.
Yeah, we're here. Bloody hell! OBS did a thing again where it muted everybody.
Sure did.
So we're back.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Prestige.
From outer space. Okay, so what have happened is that I've had some network upgrade in my house and done some switches and some VLANs and some whatever. And out of a sudden, I couldn't figure out why in my network settings, because let me just get back in, because I can't remember the name. Now I haven't changed the name. So I figured out that somebody was on my network, and I was like, who is on my network? And the name of the person on my network is an iRobot Roomba i7. So that's a vacuum cleaner. But I have a Xiaomi S5 vacuum cleaner, and that is on my list as well. But now the iRobot Roomba is on my network as well. It says it's from iRobot. It's on my 5G network, Wi-Fi 5. It has an IP address, and right now I just rebooted it. It has used 294 kilobytes. Everything is fine, but I don't own an iRoomba. So I thought, well, maybe it was something due to VPS or something. So they just added it, and hope my network just grabbed it or something. I don't know. So I blocked it. And I couldn't turn on all my lights in my studio and from my Halo. And that's because my Halo I just double checked my Halo is the same IP. So my network equipment thinks that my Halo is an iRobot Roomba i7. So I had to unblock it again. And the other Halo is showing up correctly like a Bang & Olufsen product. So it's only the wall-mounted one that comes up as an iRobot Roomba S7.
But
I've never seen
does
that.
this mean that Bang Olufsen shared its components or has the same software or whatever?
I can't elaborate on that. I just think that it's quite funny.
Where is the company iRoomba from?
China somewhere.
Probably Shenzhen.
You know what I
all
think?
of them are.
I think the one thing that B&O shouldn't have done, they shouldn't have fucked around with the font in the app, because it finally updated. Now I got this goofy ass font, man. What the fuck is this, dude? These vegan ass, like, come on, guys, man. BeoFont for decades, it's been BeoFont or BeoFructiger from like the early days.
It looks like Comic Sans.
It looks transgender awful.
So I actually have a lot of.
I hate it.
I have a lot of insight on it. So the first thing I did was that I wrote on the Danish forum. What the? I didn't. I think I wrote something like, I never thought I would say this, but why?
Why did they do that? How did that? What did they?
I think it looks comic. It looks cheap. It looks bad.
Yeah.
So, and I know I've done a few bad, like, not. Oh, let's talk good about Bang & Olufsen, but they also done a lot of stupid stuff for the past few months.
Ever.
So, I wrote it that I never thought I would be the person who wrote this, but now I'm gonna do it. And they were like, "Well, it's only the font. Why don't you change to Sonos?" And I was like, "That doesn't apply. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. Why would you say that?" And the guy was even an installer. I mean, clown. But yeah, crazy. So I was like, and apparently a lot of people agreed with me. So I actually talked with the UX designer about it, and I said that there's something about the O's and the I's that are very far away from each other, and it looks like a cousin or something to Comic Sans, the goofy other font.
Yeah.
And then he will try to look into the rendering about it, see if anything's wrong. This is still a beta test pilot. It's not out yet, right? So it's still in work in progress. So it's not done. But if you look at Bang & Olufsen's website, it's actually the same font as they use on their website right now. But on their website, it looks okay, in my opinion. It looks good, but
it looks terrible on the app, dude. Like the font just looks terrible.
When you have a lot of typographs be underneath each other, it looks very good. But in the app where it stands alone, it looks really bad, in my opinion.
I don't like it. I think that like they're going away from their core ICs even and everything else. Like it's just
this. I mean, I wrote to the UX guy and he was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that from you, because that's actually the new font that we agreed on the web page, on everything at Bang & Olufsen."
But you're correct. It's not like it's not that noticeable on the website.
No, on the website it looks okay.
Yes, like especially like I understand that the PO font everything is caps, right? And now everybody gets their boobies tied in a knot because you can't scream at everything, right? So
You can see that it says Beovision.
God damn it, sorry,
like
2
that.
seconds. Bloody hell, now we're muted on the fucking other nonsense. OBS, god damn it. You hate the font. Yeah, okay, we're back.
If you look where it says, let's say, I think on the website it looks good. But if you see on the website right now, it says speakers, headphone, television. And if you look at the I and the O's, it looks okay on that. But if you look on your app yourself, if you have a Beovision, try to look at the app and see the I's and the O's. They're pulled a long way from each other. And so when you have Beovision, it looks awful in the app. In my opinion, the fonts.
I don't like it.
I don't like it at all. I'm sorry, but I do not like it.
On the website, it's okay.
Yeah, I think it looks good on the website.
Website's fine. This is not. This should have stayed the way it was, man. And not
so
like, because I'm so used to it or whatever. But I just don't like why is it that the products are bold and small and grayer, but the actual room name is very thin? I don't like it, man. And this was like Friday or whatever.
But this is only
Friday
on
or
the
Thursday when it updated. I'm like, what in the hell, man?
I haven't
No.
updated anything else than my iPhone, and I updated my iPhone. I saw it, and then I was like, okay, that looks bad. So yeah,
Fuck.
I'm gonna post a picture in for you guys, and
Chat,
then you can
yeah.
share it if you want to.
Yep.
It's just where we have the two apps right beside each other, and you can see the difference. Because
Yeah.
in my opinion, it looks stupid as well. I mean, I rather have the old way. I mean, I think it looks like a custom skin, kinda. I don't really like it, but I do like it on the website, and I'm very happy that you guys don't like it either. That means that I'm not the stupid one.
But this is
No,
only on
dude,
the
this is silly.
Is this only on the beta version, or? Yeah, I don't know if I had it or not, because I can't really say that I recognize or familiar with what you're talking about. So let's see how it looks.
It's only on the. I think it's called the 4.0 version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the one where they go into. The font is like the thing that they're going to use for all the platforms now. But here you can see it side by side.
One is like more English Beo remote, and this font almost makes it look Scandinavian, like Beo remote.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It almost looks like there needs to be one of those crosses through the O.
Be on a minute.
I really don't like it.
I don't like it at all. I disapprove. I'm sorry, but I disapprove of that. That was a very unnecessary change.
I'm very happy that you said that. I'm going to share the information I got tonight. Could we do a poll, Mikey?
Yeah, let's do a poll.
Just between the guys here, so I can go back with actually some information about is it, do you like it, or do you prefer the old one? It would be nice for me to have something to go back to the UX team to. I'm not sure that they will change.
Anything's going to happen, but
I don't think they'll change it. But I mean, we could try.
At least now they know that they are wrong.
I mean,
yeah,
and that's always good.
I guess that the biggest hardcore users is watching this stream right now, so they have to listen somehow.
Yeah, I don't.
Are they sometimes just bored or something that they go over things that really don't need changing?
I mean, I rather have some new icons for the Beovision contour instead of a new font.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you spend some time, put some contour, because the gold one ain't there.
Nope. And the
one that I installed is black, right? Or it was BeoSound Stage for the first 15-20 minutes.
But if Olufsen can't manage to do a font, even what's to say that they can actually manage?
I don't think that you can say that they can't manage a font, because I think they can. I just think that it's somehow it's rendered wrong. It looks awful compared to the website, and it is the same font.
I guess it looks different when they're trying it out, and way different on a real phone in the app, I guess.
When you look at the website, it looks okay. When you look at the app, it looks awful.
I wonder why it's so different.
I don't know.
I just don't like it, man. It's too thin for the zone rooms. It should be the other way, or it should be, the product should be grayed out or grayer and not bold, and the zone name should be bold. That's at least the stomachable change with this goddamn font that we have.
I mean, here with the old one, the Beovision, it's clearly Beo, and then there's some room before the V starts. And with the new font, the V is like all the way over the O.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know, the spacing is weird in this new font.
Yes.
I mean,
The
new
EOs is crazy.
in the new font, it also almost reads like BeoRe and then mode, because there's more space between the E and the M than any of the other letters.
I think it's more like B or E mode.
B or mode.
B or E mode.
I don't like it, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
Maybe some programming stuff that the letters don't take in consideration of it being in a fatter font.
But my genuine question is why? What was wrong with the goddamn old, like, what was wrong with the old font that you couldn't read it properly? Did you have an issue with it, Mikey?
Oh, but
anybody that's watching had an issue reading this shit?
I think the reason why they want to change it, Willie, is because that they want to have the same
Give us something
font
to talk about, I guess.
on the website, on their emails, on their app, on their casings, on everything. So I think that's why.
But isn't that something that's like so low down on the bucket list when like certain products aren't even available for icons?
I mean, I totally agree with you.
Like that's fine if you have like a weekend and you're not doing anything and you desperately want to work or something, but surely everything else is finished before you start wondering about text fonts.
If it's a part of a new relaunch, let's say, just imagine if they did a price up in next month, and we're gonna do that with the new font as well. Wouldn't that be amazing?
The Great Reset. The Great Reset. That's what they're gonna do.
I mean,
yeah, there's gonna be some pricing.
That would just be a good way to introduce a new font as well.
You're going to pay 10% more for these products because the font is different.
Well, yeah, we have to, like, how much research and development has gone into putting this font together.
Everything is going up in prices. It's not only them. But
wait, so this font is now wrong?
No, I think that's the logo. But underneath,
yeah, but the logo's in a type of font, right?
But under the E8 down there, yeah, that font will be changed, I think.
Why?
And I really like that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like it.
I don't understand.
I mean, this little shit on the back is going to be so much worse to read now.
Yeah, that's going to definitely change with the new ones.
Why?
So you can up the prices.
I don't like it. I don't like it, BNO. Shouldn't do it. I don't know why you're poking things that are long, hard, and dry.
I think it's too late. But
Sandeep says it's the stuff companies do when they have no money.
Change font, fucking A.
But I mean, apparently, so we're 68% like the old ones better.
Yeah,
that is definitely something that I can take with me.
The font is greener, less ink. They would be interested in that, wouldn't they, nowadays?
I'm hang on. I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna send this to the UX designer right now, and I'll see if he answers me. He probably don't because he's on holiday.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not really into that change at all. I'm sorry, but that's just not good.
I don't like the font, but it's unnecessary. I also agree. In the end, I don't really care if everything else is super smoothly run. But the point that there's just missing colors in the app is unacceptable. Because if the argument really is we're just fucking around at the margins, so like add some more icons and stuff in the app. Like I don't get why this is before the other stuff. The stuff you actually sell, but then you have to choose a generic version in the app.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nonsense.
This makes me think now, right? With stuff that's not in the app. Would your favorite speaker upsell be in the app? And how annoyed would you be if you buy Berluti 90s and you can't select Berluti 90s in your fucking app?
And you pay the 50s Prime Premium for those stupid panels.
Yes. This is like, you sell all this custom one-off nonsense. It's fine. Sell it. I don't like it, but whatever. But surely it must be available in the app then.
I agree very much with you. It's a very good point. And that's a lot of goddamn money. That's enough money in there, like profit margin, in my opinion, to pay the fucking intern to take some pictures of it and put it in the freaking app.
Yeah, it can't be that hard.
And personally, I think it should be done based on serial numbers for these kinds of things. Just like when you buy a gold contour, it should just register as a gold contour on the app. It shouldn't even come up as a fucking stage with the underscore serial number. That's my problem with it. And I've done a couple of contours so far, and I've done Eclipse. Same story, man. It's always the same story. Eclipse, at least it came on because he bought the default color, so it showed up fucking black and silver, right?
Did you switch mics all of a sudden? Because you're like awfully hollow all of a sudden.
Who, me? I don't know.
Oh, now it's good again.
I don't know what's going on. I'm on the portals. Actually, they did improve quite a bit since the last software update.
The stability.
For crackling. Yeah, it's much more stable. Because I didn't understand, like, I'm across the screen from the goofy ass USB plug dongle thing, and I'm crackling. But it's gone now, so good on you on that. I'm not gonna shit all over BNO on Sunday today, but like, good on you for that. But dude, font, no man, y'all stepped in a dog shit for this. Like, that's nonsense. I don't like it. You should address what, like you said, Mikey.
I'm so happy that I'm not the only one, because yeah, I was just like this when I updated. I was just like, ooh, this sucks. Let me roll back, and yeah, it's.
I don't like it.
I use my
keep it in the
app a lot now instead of the Bang & Olufsen app.
Are you gonna change it there too?
So something happened with your mic, Willie.
What the fuck, over?
Now it's okay again. It's the Russians.
It's the Russians, man. It's the freaking Ukrainian interference here.
Yeah. I mean, I saw Matt earlier, speaking of one-offs, there's apparently a Tagoyer A1 you can buy. I wonder if that's in the app.
No, it's not. Nothing's in the app, dude.
I mean, is the cloth version in the app, or have we forgotten about the red cloth?
But I mean, the Tag Heuer edition doesn't make sense to put in the app. The Bellucci edition makes sense to put in an app, because this is not something that I guess will sell a lot, right? And not in their own stores.
No, I think you got them with an expensive watch, and as a welcome gift, you got this.
Okay, so it's like the Cisco branded headphones.
Yeah.
I don't think the Cisco edition will be in the app either, and I wouldn't care for that, anyways.
No, but it's more like all this stuff could be in the app before you start messing around with fonts.
Yeah, but
how long did it take for the white 90s with the way I have them to be in the app? Months, if not a year, since the customization came out. And that's the most expensive product they make, bar none. There's nothing else more expensive.
The Berluti 90s.
Well, before that even, right? But I'm just saying, like, this is something that they came out with, and fucking you don't get. No, like, and to me, it pissed me off, because I'm like, I don't have black 90s with the goddamn oak panels. I have white 90s with the smoked oak panels. Why is it not on my app?
Yeah.
Well, at the time they didn't realize that they could charge for it, so I didn't. But now you would.
Yeah. Yeah, not a little.
Like said, that was the best early adopter move that I've made with B&O, quite honestly.
Sure, it was. Yeah. Sure.
Fine.
Yeah. Sandeep asked if we should play the guessing game, since most likely in like 2 and a bit weeks or so, there's a price hike coming up. What we would guess stuff would go to.
I can't say shit, because as we talked about, you talked about, and we talked about internally, but pricing in Sweden has become weird. So here shit actually becomes cheaper, the more expensive it is for you guys. So for me, it's either way. Either
We're paying the Swedish offset.
Yeah.
We're sponsoring you. Damn it.
Bastard.
No, I think it was Joachim on a Monday that started this off, and it sounded like a ha-ha, and then I started digging, and it was oh no!
Yeah, haha, oh fuck, it's gonna become real, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually coming, bro.
And I haven't... So, in full transparency, yeah, you can't help it, Joachim. Unless you're setting the prices, then shame on you.
You bastard.
But in my digging, what I found is that I can't give any answer to it, so it will be just guessing, because it's to the point where the shop owners haven't been told yet, because the regional sales managers aren't exact yet what it actually will be. I'm not sure if that's by now, but that's what I found out last week.
Has it been any price increase since February? Because that was the latest, right? The last one.
Yes, and then back then we were saying, surely with this price hike, they won't have to do it for a long time to come. 4 months, 5 months later.
Fuck.
It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Personally,
Lots of happens.
if I were to guess, I have a feeling that Joachim may have been somewhat correct in that the 90s are going to go stratospheric. As in, they'll probably add like 20-ish% to those.
To the
Get
90s?
the fuck
Yeah.
out. No, that's too much.
I don't think so.
I'm guessing, but well, the
My
thing is,
guess is
the
that,
last price hike was 18.5% on the 90s.
Yeah, that's steep for what it is.
That's true too.
My guess
Yeah.
right now is that the Harmony Sound Center will get a price
Bumped.
up with the new
83.
the new add-on for the 83. But it will go from 65 to 88. I think that will get a big up, because it's not that pricey right now. I mean, sort of say it's okay priced. I think that will get a big price up, and then we will see something on. There is something wrong between the BeoSound 1 and 2, price-wise.
I think they're EOL.
Maybe. Then there's something wrong with the level in the BeoSound 2. So
I have a feeling that BSN 2 is EOL as well.
yeah, I know, but it's still on the site. So
Well, yeah, they keep the dead grandma in the window for the freaking government check, I guess, for a few months, right? That's usually what they do with the BOL products.
I think that it will get some prices on top.
What do you think with the 28 then?
They're gonna go up.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
those
because they
and
have
50s I
been-
can see going up 10%-ish.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
28
90s
wasn't touched so much before.
I
so,
I
yeah.
don't see 90s go up anymore. I see 28, 50s go up 10%. I see the Harmony Sound Center go up 10%. Maybe the Eclipse. I'm not sure.
Stage.
Stage, no, I don't think so.
If that's going to become any more, then you lose all the entry to B&O.
Yeah.
Yeah, stage
it's-
I think shouldn't be any more price hiked at all.
If
I
the
don't care.
stage goes up 10% in price, people will choose otherwise.
Yes.
Other
That's
brands.
right.
I mean,
It'll
that's the entry thing for people who doesn't have Bang & Olufsen, right? And I mean, a lot of people who has Bang & Olufsen also buy the stage because it's a cheap way to add on a TV for your bedroom, kids' room, playroom, whatever. The wine cellar, No, if you have a wine cellar, you put a contour or eclipse. But
Oh,
all
right.
the other
Depending on your friends, because
all
we've
the other
seen your friends
places.
and
But
they're
I mean,
crazy. Yeah.
I don't think that if that increase in price, people will choose different. That is for sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't forget the black and aluminium stage started at €1,200.
Yeah, it can't go more up than it already has.
Have you seen the new
Well,
soundbar
this would
from
be a
what's it
price
called?
with the
Valiant?
remote.
Eric,
What?
what did you say?
The new soundbar from what's it called? It's kind of company, the Valiant or the Valiant or
DVLA.
DVLA. Yeah. And what's that kind of price? Because it has some, technology and all that kind of stuff. And with the increase that they did with the stage just not so long ago.
But the stage now
came-
costs as much as a stage with the Beo Remote 1 out of the gate. More. Because what's the Beo Remote?
Yeah.
Like 350 pounds?
So they can't
500.
really go much further
Is
away from this.
is that with a crooked display or with a even display?
Oh, it's the one that peels off.
I mean, it doesn't look good at this moment.
What is
I mean,
this shit?
It doesn't
It's a
look
golf
good, but
ball
it has
somebody
a-
hammered into a plank.
That's what it looks like. Somebody's it's like you freaking pushed in something in a plasticine.
Change it depending on if you have it on table or wall stand. This kind of ball.
Joachim is our first massive Willy member. Right on, buddy.
It's like the
That's
acoustic
hilarious.
lens right there.
Yeah, because Joachim has a massive willy.
That's right. So, like, Eric, do kids at school come up to you and show you this shit, or how do you come up with these
No,
fucked up soundbars?
The soundbar, not the massive willies.
Yeah. TVLA Dion.
No, this was the audio. This American firm that company that installs the sounds, home cinemas to they're kind of very big and all that. And they reviewed one of these, and I was like, oh, this design is.
don't you know him, Willie?
Who?
You know this kind of the
DVLA?
weird kind of the ball.
I know what DVLA is. I just they got that weird snail-looking speaker, right, with the sub
Sounds
or whatever
good.
the fuck it is.
It
It does
sounds
sound
good.
good, but like, what is wrong with this design, though? I don't know. I would not do it. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
I can't say shit because this could have easily been kind of Bang Olufsen design, so I can't say it's good or bad, but
You high or something, bro?
no, but you could have just as easily
It's
have
illegal
this
sweep.
acoustic lens. You can, think of a soundbar and they take the Bang Olufsen acoustic lens, and it could have happened. Actually,
At least you don't have to look at that stupid font.
But they didn't change the logo. I don't like it. I don't like it.
No, but for sure. But this have some Atmos technology and stuff that is kind of better.
I don't
than
like
Bang
all the hieroglyphs on like visible hieroglyphs for all the Bluetooths and shit. Like I don't like that. I
think of in price and what it is that if you go a little bit up in price for a stage, this is the what people will buy instead, I guess. Or
I think people will buy the Sonos or the Yamahas or Sonys or whatever. I don't think that they would go specific for that brand. They will just go with what's in the store when they buy the TV.
They're the Sennheisers.
Yeah, but some sounders are actually, Bowers and Wilkins, this the other kind of brands, for this kind of soundbar. But most people, as you say, when they buy a flat screen, they buy whatever's in the electronics store.
Is it a white ketchup bottle on the right?
What?
You just scroll down.
Oh, the white ketchup bottle is freaking hilarious. Squeeze bottle. No, I don't like it. It's just a weird design. I don't know. I guess to each their own.
I mean, I have some references between that thing that goes down with the tweeter in the middle. It's kind of. Do you guys remember Loeb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks a bit like their design, right?
Yeah, somewhat. But they did it nicer than this.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I guess for this kind of company, the function comes first and the forms kind of follows it.
But I mean, you can make your BeoSound stage more expensive than that DVLA one.
Yeah.
And if the specs are accurate, that this thing can actually pump it to 101 dB SPL.
We know they have, many patents and actually perform very good for what they are. So I'm not surprised that it will perform well, and kind of I understand
But
what they're.
I have one question. Now I haven't seen that soundbar before, but how? No, if you let me see that web page again, Mikey.
Yeah.
How in the hell can they say that this soundbar give you the experience of a Dolby Atmos setup by 5.1.2? So that is 5 speakers around you, 1 subwoofer, and 2 ceiling speakers, not 4, but 2.
2. 4 is too many. They couldn't do the processing anymore.
And
there's a bunch of speakers in it. I've seen.
But this is just.
They probably borrowed the Bose patented beam tweeter technology or whatever.
The problem with this is that this is a selling point, like the HD ready TVs and stuff. I mean, Dolby Atmos is a buzzword, and the 5.1.2 soundbar is a very big buzzword. I mean, how the hell can they manage that? How can you get a left, center, right? I do understand that, but how can you get the rear speakers into that soundbar? I know you can virtualize it, but you can't say that it's per se a 5.1.2 Atmos soundbar. That is just
it's very simple, dude. And what you do is when you're typing out all that jargon into the website, then you look at your number pad and then you go 5.1.2 and you carry on with your nonsense, and that's how you get 5.1.2.
Why don't they write 7.2.4 then?
Maybe they were very literal, as in left, center, right, wide and wide.
I think that they're reserving the 7.4.2.7.9 whatever IP address they're going to call it at the end of the day for their second generation.
Probably, yeah.
It was,
you know what I mean?
You advised that showcase this for me. So,
but either way, if this really could do 101 dB SPL for 1,000 watts more or less, I mean, then that's a pretty decent contender for the stage. And if the stage is equal, I bet you people would still use this weird thing over the stage.
Especially if it can keep that level.
Yeah, I don't think it can sustain it for a long time.
I don't believe that this is peak level from about 1 meter distance or something. But I don't think that it can keep up with that level. That's what you see with the stage, that when you watch a movie, the ABL is going to, now it's getting too much. I'm gonna turn down the bass for a few seconds, and then I'm gonna give it back to you when I'm ready for it, because I need to cool off. But yeah, I don't know.
Question from over on the Twitch side. Dolby Atmos has ceiling bounce in the specs? I doubt it, right?
No. It's the Atmos is applied with ceiling bounce as well. If you want to use that, and that is definitely something that this soundbar is using. And then it's fine to say X dot. Does it have a subwoofer?
No.
Connected?
It's built in, bro.
It should be, in my opinion, if they have bounce to the ceiling from that speaker system, it should be 3.0.2. That would make sense. The other thing
is probably bounce in the bass too.
Yeah, the other thing is just bullshit.
They're bouncing the bass, bro. Eric's gone.
No, wait.
Wait. He's in heaven now. It's all blue screen. Oh man.
It's just that I saw a picture of I sent you the picture of the kind of homemade stand for the Eclipse TV that Klaus Hjort sent me.
Yeah.
He sent me pictures of it being at place now, so that's why I checked. And yeah, since I am on the phone, it just wrecked everything. But it looked nice. You can show it later, I guess. But yeah.
But I have a hard time if the 50s go up anymore to justify advising anybody get them.
Why?
But can I ask one thing about the 50s? Because the premium colors are just that they made was the black piano black one, and
Yes.
that's the only one still is that is 5,000 or whatever extra. None of the other colors are exclusive to that. So if you want that aluminium front grille with the piano black, that is not even painted black on the acoustic lens. How much will it be now? Because it will be way more than what it was ever released as.
I mean, if this goes up another 10% and black 50s are basically 50 grand.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
That's too much.
Twice as much as they. Yeah.
I think that what they're doing is they're comparing to what would it cost you to replicate that much sound and quality in a third-party world, where you would have to get the stacks and amps and nonsense and monoblocks.
Yeah, it's still that kind of in that case is cheap for what it is, but for us, especially since the starting price of it was 25.50 or whatever, and now it's 400, and
like this is getting to the pricing that only like the elites will be able to afford this shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure B&O as a company surviving by billionaires is a great strategy.
That's why they have the BeoPlay.
The BeoPlay 50s.
and a $500 set of headphones or whatever it costs.
I don't think that with that price, I mean, there's two things in it. The price point is way off now, and then there's some issues with delivering. So B&O is not gonna survive if they can't sell their premium brands. In my opinion, I think that you will see that they will sell more headphones, more small speakers, up to the level-ish, and that's it. Because everything from that and upwards will have a price increase.
Yeah,
I think the way that they're doing it's terrible, and if they're doing it because of the comparatively what the offset cost is versus what we sell, like what would it cost you in a third party world? Yes, but I think that they're kind of losing touch with reality, because there isn't any difference in how much electronics has been packed into these speakers since they came out, and I cannot fathom that the boards have gotten that much up in price. And I also can't fathom that the aluminium processing gotten up in price that much. Yes, maybe the electricity of it all and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you're not casting the whole fucking block of 65 kilos that you have to vibrate sand out of and then install electronics into. You're basically installing or you're casting a carbon fiber or whatever not carbon fiber, the glass fiber reinforced ABS plastic type of thing, right? Or whatever they're using, just special whatever blend. So how much has all that increased by, let's say, what now?
50%,
30% since? I doubt it. I can understand the 90s with the bauxite's coming more or less from Australia and shit show over there, and like with the COVID and everything slowed down a little bit and blah blah blah. Obviously, the electricity, which there's a lot of needed to produce aluminium, is also going up. So I can understand that the 90s would go up, but I don't think it's that much of a premium. But I don't see how all the other products can justifiably go that much up, other than the fact that then realizing that, you know what, you're getting so much more for what we have in this little compact package than what you would buy somewhere else.
I don't think that you need to see it as you get more for your money, because you don't. You need to see it as the inflation in the world right now. I mean, for 1 year ago, I got an offer for an aircon unit for a server room, and it was 30,000 euros. and I ordered it last week, and it was 150,000 euro for the same unit.
Oh, that's
So
fucked up.
30,000 to 115,000 euro.
Yeah, everything.
Or 1
That's
year.
insanity.
1 year.
That's insane.
And that's everything, Willie. I mean, that's everything. You see the gas
I see
prices.
that
You
here
see
too. The gas is ridiculous.
everything. We're redoing some drywall, and the carpenter told me that if I don't pull the trigger today, on Friday the prices will go up 25%.
Yeah.
So it's not only B&O. I mean, B&O is going to be loser in this game because everybody's going to take all the luxurious stuff and put it away. In Denmark, they said that a normal family with one kid, two parents will have a yearly increase of that they have to use more money every year, and it was 7-14-21. It was 5,000 euros.
Yeah.
Every year.
But
that's a year's rent almost.
I guess
like for us back in the day.
Willie and I maybe more a bit on the same page in thinking that B&O has been living with these price increases way above the inflation line. It's not like this is for the current inflation, right? Because the inflation from 2018 to 2019 and 2019 to 2020 wasn't fucking 10% year over year. But B&O prices have been rising by 10% year over year for the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Which is...
Harmony has been on the market 2 years, and it has a 22% increase since it started 2 years ago. So that's steep for such a new product, but I guess for the 28s, be the same soon.
Maybe since they're doing, so well in China, they knew all this shit was coming down the pipe, so they started increasing in 2017. You never know.
I just think that the losers in this game will be all the luxury brand. Mm-hmm. It will be Louis Vuitton, Bellucci, if it's a brand. I still don't know if Bellucci is a brand, but Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Bang & Olufsen.
But last time there was this kind of economic crisis, they did the BeoPlay kind of brand. Here we have something. What are they gonna give us now?
What are they gonna do now? Yeah,
something below BeoPlay.
I guess they're somewhat lucky that they brought out the 28s, and they are really good for what they are, and they're compared to 50s a lot more reasonable
in price.
Yeah, but 10% on this is not so bad as 10% on 50s or 90s.
Yes.
I mean, cumulatively, it will be bad, but I mean, to put it this way, if this 10% year over year would have been done for 18s, the 18s would have now been easily over 12 grand because they've been around for a decade. But they're more or less the same price still. Well, they've gone up a bit, but I mean, like 15% over 10 years is not something to really write home about.
No. But here they are almost 70,000 Swedish, and when I bought them, they knew it was 40. So compare that to euro, it would be almost like 6,500. And
I mean, the price is 13,000 for a pair of 28. It's almost the list price in Copenhagen when it launched.
Yeah. That's not
with tax and everything.
I think,
but that's now. It'll for sure.
Yeah, but that was at launch.
I think that with the 18s there was the weird diversion again, because initially oak was the standard, and then once they made the black and white, then that was the standard, and you paid $750 more for the oak or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's crazy right now, and I do hope that all these luxury brands will survive, because I mean there's a lot of car companies as well that I would like to see survive this issue.
But I mean, but what do we do? Well, we don't really have to do much of anything. But will it change our perspective on the company if in 2 weeks' time, more or less, let's say, because I think it was 016 that the price was going to go up. If they did it like last time, it's going to go overnight and the dealers will be blindsided.
Yeah, that sucks.
They should give some warning buffer at least, so people have a chance to close off the orders. Because to me, that's so unfair and unprofessional that like you put the dealer now in a position that they have to call you as a client and say, "Listen, bro, this shit. I woke up this morning. We need another 15 grand here. Sorry. Why didn't you tell me that yesterday?"
I didn't know. But what I mean, where do we stand if like the base 50 is 45,000 euro? Like fuck, that's because that's more than double the original cost within 5 years.
If it goes up in price, the 50s will be 50,000 euros. And if that is the
and
truth,
28th will be 28, and 18th will go to 18. And there you go.
And
that's why. And we figured out the B&O's naming standard.
Yeah, finally. There's some logic to it.
I think the 50s will arrive around 50. And I do think the shape will get a big up as well, because now the hotel chains and stuff got their eyes up for it. And also all kind of other big hot shots. So I think that will go up in prices as well.
Shape is beautiful, man. I don't understand why they don't show it more and promote it more.
I mean, I guess Sandeep is where I was when the 28s launched. You can now have the choice between a set of 50s or a Harmony and a surround set of 28s.
Yeah.
We're basically there. And if the 50s go up by 10% and let's say the Harmony and 28s do as well, then the relative difference is still bigger. So now you can have a 77-inch Harmony and 4 28s or a set of 50s.
I think the prices for the Harmony will be I think it will be bigger than we expect.
More than 10%?
Yes.
For the sound sound setter?
Yeah, I think so.
Obviously.
Because now it's
so
actually
15% is around 1,500 euro up.
Yeah, I think that's the price point.
Oof.
It's gonna suck.
But think about it. I don't have to sell Bang & Olufsen products because that's not my job. But think about it. You can buy a 65-inch TV and you can end up with an 88 or an 83 if you want to be cheap ass. But I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I just upgraded my 65 to a 77, and then 3 weeks or a month after it said, "Oh, now we can do 83," and I was just like, Hercules. Yeah, that's great. Because I mean, when I'm moving, I really don't like the looks of the Harmony compared to the Eclipse. When it's opened, when it's closed, I love it. But I mean, I can upgrade to the biggest TV ever if I want to. If I'm moving to a bigger place, and I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of it because it's a piece that will keep on giving to future places. I mean, they can upgrade everything into it. I bet you the processor inside of the Harmony Sound Center is more than capable of everything we ever needed. I think it's an amazing product, and they thought into the generation that needs new TVs every 5th year, but don't want to change the whole TV. You just add on a screen, buy new covers, and you're done. I mean,
it actually did what the Eclipse should have been from start.
It was the easiest upgrade I've ever done. So I mean,
and also to actually have a 65-inch and up to 88-inch screen that you can actually hide, kind of relatively discreet, very good looking piece
Yeah,
of furniture.
I do have to say that if I would go to 88, I would call for a technician to help me out because there's something with power supplies and stuff. But all the way to 83, I mean, I would do it myself. I don't have that long arms, so I do need a help from another guy. I couldn't even do it with this 77. But I mean, it's
Call
just
Stig, he just does.
Yeah.
it's just an amazing product, and I mean,
Move along, tiny
heads,
human. Oh.
B&O was like head on the nail on that product, and I do love them for that. So it's I still think it's the most amazing product ever.
I'm less worried about the harmony because a lot of the harmonies sort of the value we see as in what they ask for it, they can play with within the LG margins. Like I think, was it they started off with the 77-inch harmony for like 18.5 grand. They've kept that price flat because the sound center went up, but the LG panel came down. So it's not so obvious unless you're like really shopping for parts. You will not really notice that. But as soon as like I don't know, let's say in 2 years, that sort of elasticity in that differential's out of there, and then they start all of a sudden asking like 22 grand or whatever it is for a 77. That's gonna be a bit of a. Whew.
Yeah.
I think it's going to increase in price just for the sound center, and I do think that the covers will increase as well.
Everything that B&O makes will increase because they can't control the LG pricing.
Yeah, the LG pricing will just be the LG pricing, but everything else will increase in price, I do believe.
I mean, the Harmony is one of the best products for longevity, for sure. But those Halo products are like, they're basically in heaven at this point, even for like C-suite people. Like, even if you make 300 grand a year, like 90s are going to be like, ooh, that's a hurt.
Yeah.
I love us. Vlad, please, more bad news.
Eric can sing the Ukrainian Eurovision song for us. That's worse.
Come again?
Well, it's in the title. I said I would make you try sing something from Eurovision.
Oh, God.
Pick your song. Sing something from Eurovision.
Eric, do the one from Spain and get a thong on, and I'll fucking cheer from here.
Or do from Eurovision the movie.
Oh, Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Ding dong.
Haven't seen that.
Oh, you should.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Oh,
I think he's from. Isn't he from Iceland?
Yeah, they're both from Iceland.
It's an amazing movie. It's Will Ferrell at his finest.
The Bjork country.
It's almost up there with Step Brothers, but almost, but not up there. But
I mean, there's even a lovable Russian in there for you, Eric.
A lovable Russian.
Did you see all 4 hours and 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Of what?
Wow. Amazing.
What are you guys talking about? Is that the shit that was scrolling endlessly on the chat the other night?
Yeah.
I used to get I couldn't do it this year, but I get invited for it's one of my friends. He's very much in love with other guys, and he invited me to this. It is something that they really enjoy, so they get hammered and just party on. But I didn't do it this year, so I just saw some of it, and we weren't in the finals anyways because Denmark just sucks at this moment. Like
they did a female rock group kind of.
Yeah, it sucked.
The Italians did last year, but with girls, and same concept didn't work twice. So, but yeah.
I must say, this new B&O ad is fucking great. They do somewhat imply that you can turn the TV on from the 28s, which you can't, but...
Yes, you can.
How? With the My button?
Yeah.
But she's not pressing the my button, or let's say, or it or them, because I can't gender specific what hand this
The
is.
finger.
So
You can't
yeah,
finger the my button.
I can't finger the my button, man. That's the play button, bro. That would have kicked in the 28s only.
Okay, you can do that. No, you can't.
Yes, I know.
Not even
I was
through
just
gateway.
thinking if the harmony was a part of another pair of 28s, and no, but it can't be done. Nope.
Right.
Right.
Could you not do it through the gateway with the status update on the
Nope.
28s?
Yep. You could do it with the status update that says that if these are powered on, I need to be powered on. But then when you do the join of the lab 28,
no, we're talking only visual effect. That's it.
the visual effect will work. The visual effect will work, but then the TV will power on, and then the 28s will join the visor to the TV and be shut off. So, but yes, you can do it.
You can do it visually.
Visually.
And that's the magic of BeoLiving Intelligence, people.
If somebody wants to see me do a video of 14 minutes and 35 seconds, I will definitely do a video that shows you how you can do that. It will be stupid and wouldn't make any sense.
Did you have any input, like, whenever you ever speak to any of these people to make ads like these? Because these ads are so much fucking better. I mean, I don't know if they watch the show because we've been harping on it for months, but this is great.
Yeah.
I mean, finally, not this headphone bullshit anymore. Like, the Portal's fine, but because they're very good headphones, but all the other, like...
Sad, I don't think this would last too long. It's just the hype around with the 83-inch screen now, but there will soon come another headphone and replace this. Yes.
I don't mind that they advertise the new stuff they make.
I don't understand is why would you turn on your projector when you're turning on the TV? That's fucking stupid. But that's it. I mean, we came a long way. We came a long way. Now we just need them to turn off the projector, and that's it. And then we're golden, guys. We're golden.
You don't understand. This is supposed to highlight the whole thing, dude.
Oh, that's why.
With the shadow at the bottom? No.
That's right. They're just framing the whole experience that you would have by pressing that one button.
So, Willie, in the early 2000s, they put on light cones over the BeoLab 5s when they turned on. Now the whole setup will just get light up by a JVC projector. So this is what we're playing from.
At least they got the logo out of it.
Yeah, that's
fucking boot screen.
Yeah, no input, no input, no input, no input, no input.
Oh, corner piece.
Will it go in the corner? Will it go in the corner?
No. Oh God. That's so funny.
Oh, hang on there. Now you see the font. If you look at Slim Shape between the L-I-M, that looks crazy too.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird open space between certain letters.
S-L-I-M looks crazy compared to everything else.
I mean, also the scale looks kind of weird. Like there's a space between every letter.
Yeah.
Ew, it's gross.
But cinematic looks good.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. I doubt it's one of those select all change font type of deals to fix all this.
Word. Oh God. No, somebody's gonna have to retype it. And yeah, I don't know. I thought that like companies don't change their fonts. Like once you pick it, you know, like Microsoft still uses the same font. Apple uses the same font ever since.
The Beo font was there because it was B&O.
Yeah, but
that's right.
I think it was Vlad that said that before, or was it Saint Deep, that none of these companies have ever been broke, so they didn't have to change their funds.
They didn't care to because it was all going well.
Now we have to address it, goddammit. Oh man. Yeah.
I'm happy
I
to
don't
have
know.
the 28s because it's just weird that the 50s are so much further out of reach now for so many more people.
Oh, and they're gonna get even further, which is even sadder. But
maybe it's a sign of the current times, but it has a direct effect on the secondhand market, which is weird to see because you could literally, when that price increase happened, there were like 2 pairs of 90s for sale in the UK. And from one day to the next, since the base 90s got more expensive, you literally saw the secondhand price just go up by 10 grand.
Yeah, but
Same here with all,
what's the difference between? I mean, I do understand that it's a part of they can't get the chips, they can't make the amount of speakers that they want to, so they have to increase the prices. But what is the difference of buying a 911 SC from '76 and sell it tomorrow for 100,000 euros?
I guess the difference kind of is that that's not really a fair comparison, because it's more like buying a Morgan. It's sort of known, and it's an old company, and it is quirky and stuff.
So let's talk
but
about
the
my old
Porsche is more
Nissan.
the Porsche is more like the Apple type.
Okay, let's talk
company.
about my old Nissan then. That upped the price by 150% over a time frame of 5 years.
Blame Gran Turismo for that.
Okay.
I
And
mean,
The
there
whole
is
kind of,
cultural stuff
Fast and the
to
Furious
that,
movies.
obviously, because it was a Skyline.
yeah, but it's I'm just saying that we can't blame everything on B&O. There is also the people that want to buy the products. They want to get the products secondhand. B&O has a lot of problems delivering stuff. I mean, I think the back order on 28 and 50s is quite enormous, if I have to be honest. So
yeah,
just guessing.
I mean, those were the only good first purchase I've made with B&O.
But
I'm very happy that I bought the 90s when I did.
Yeah, for you for sure. Yeah, you make a big bargain. But comparing the prices now, it's like buying a house or an apartment that it increased so well that it's good if you're actually gonna sell it, you make profit from it. If I'm selling my 18s, I will actually make a profit from it. The bad thing is that the profit I made doesn't do anything because the next product I will buy is so much more expensive. So the profit is just, and the waiting time, as you say, is even longer. So I will pay more for something that I will not get for a long time. And I will make a profit, but that profit is out the window if I'm not, just selling them for selling them. But most people who are selling their
do we actually know what
upgrading.
the problem is in terms of making the speakers? Is it like certain chips, or is it the drivers, or is it a bit of everything? Or
I think right now it's chips and a bit of everything. I mean, we have problems with refrigerators. I mean, refrigerators that cost 400 euros. Like
even
last
with delivering a
last
sofa,
year
so
cost I mean, almost 900 euros today. So we do have a lot of issues, and
this whole thing around with daughter companies and stuff below, and the shipping, and it's so much.
I have a good I have a when was that? In November, I bought around 30 switches and 60 access points, and they got delivered in May, and they think that the power supply will arrive in June or July. In October last year, I bought 10 new servers that had to do some jobs for me, and those servers arrived last week.
Fuck me.
So Then the last thing is, in all my servers, I have video cards because I need to ingest and play out a lot of things. Nobody have the video cards right now, so the problem is that they get overheated because they're old. They're like 6-7 years old. So we have to solder new fans on top of the PCI board, and we solder them back and then put them back in the casing. We can't get the video cards anymore. I just got an email saying that the fans is out of stock now, and they don't make them anymore. But I can get the new ones, and the new ones I can get if I order them today. I will get them in 33 weeks. In 33 weeks, that's a long time where I can't play out video.
Or in 6 months. It's over 6 months.
Yeah. And I have like 50 servers that needs these kind of things.
Jesus.
And worldwide, I maybe have 100. So that kind
of... Yeah,
I
guess it puts it in perspective, and, like for them to actually keep the production line going.
Exactly. And that's the reason why I'm saying that it's not only B&O that does this. It's every company. The servers I bought, I paid 60% more for. I mean, it's everything. Everything is just expensive.
But I get it. But B&O themselves at the was it Q1 fiscal meeting or whatever it is, they said partially this price rise wasn't because of the extra BOM cost, but just because they thought it would be more representative of the brand or more.
Yeah, and I guess they also was so charity that they gave all their employees a bunch of money to stay in the company. They didn't. It's not that it is. There is a reason why the prices goes up, and I do believe that they tried to make it sound like it was something different, but I don't believe that it is something different. It's just, I mean, Mikey, we talked about this a year ago with the 18s, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't deliver the 18s. Then it was the 17s. Then the 17s were out of stock. Then it was, what was the next? I can't even remember, but it's the problem.
The 28s are out of stock because they basically sold so well they couldn't manufacture them quick enough.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. Like, don't get me wrong, they're great speakers. I'm happy it's that way. It's just I have a feeling, well, partially I'm in a duality that I have a feeling because of where they are, they need to drop the arrogance and try as much of the cost saving on their side, right? Instead of just passing it on because it'll sell anyway. And the way they communicate, it seems almost like we're so great we can just pass it on.
Yeah.
And that is what worries me, because
I agree.
They're not in a position to really do that.
I agree.
I mean, that arrogance is the same problem that you find elsewhere in the company when sometimes you call help or whatever, and it's like, can't be bothered.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't have time for that. Watch this stupid Dane's YouTube channel. He can help you out.
Henrik, have you met Henrik?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but I totally agree with you, Mikey. But it's not only B&O. It's the whole freaking world that has problems.
But it doesn't get better even with bad products now, with Halo not manufactured right, the Beo remote not the best. So they have many productions that are not going as well as so.
Yeah, but this is why you can't just up the price and say it's worth it.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, right? Like if it was excellent, then sure, no problem. But if you like literally go through that list of like, hey, like it rattles, and they're like, yeah, it's supposed to rattle. So, Wait, really?
Yeah, same with remote. Yeah.
I actually heard one thing. They're going to be sent back now. They accepted it that I'm sending them back, all of them. They said that that it's not a rattle, right? It's not supposed to be handled that way. And I said, yes, but my other Halo doesn't rattle. So
Yeah,
something
And
is
it is handled that way.
So yeah, so it's getting sent back tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, mine doesn't.
Yes.
Nope.
Mine is fine.
I have friends that, mine too, but we bought our before the
Yes.
same with these things.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
so-
is going
so-
on with the Bio Remote ones, man. Oh, nice.
I don't get it. I still don't get it.
No, but you don't have luxury watches and all that. But you buy expensive wheels or rims for your cars that doesn't do anything. Just to have something on the rubber.
I do have expensive watches, and I put them in the nice casing and stuff, but I don't get it.
Yeah,
Why?
but you have a nice,
Why do you need
a nice display for it.
It doesn't scratch your furniture, bro. Yeah.
Stupid
Indeed.
question. Would this make more sense as a wall bracket if you could wall
Yes.
mount? Okay.
Then I do understand it, but but on the table it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. But if you put it on the wall, yes, definitely, I would love it. I would love it. It would make sense.
Do you
but
use coasters for your glasses, or do you just?
And a coaster for your remote.
But why would you remote spill liquid?
You don't know what he
Olufsen.
does. You don't know what he watches.
That's right.
And it's buying also. You can't trust them.
Have you guys ever received Canal Plus from, which is the French Canal Plus, technically? It was like cable TV from France. Well, we did here in the Netherlands, and at nighttime it was raunchy as fuck. So maybe Eric is just watching that.
Yeah, that's TV 1000. It was called. Yeah.
And
I
there's
have this one.
ectoplasm everywhere. So
Yeah.
he needs to keep his remote clean.
I have this
After
one.
the James Bond movies, it's like, Mom, Dad, something happened to the TV.
And this makes sense on the wall. But why would you put this on your
The
table?
table.
It doesn't make sense, guys. Please stop. Stop.
And then get one just
It
to
is a
fucking
luxury
choke
thing
his
to
out.
have for your
I'm logging
luxury
off.
thing.
I mean, this is just, it's just stupid.
So well made. It's just so.
I like it.
I'm very, very sure that it's well made because I talked with Prestige about it, and I told him as well that it's fucking stupid project. But I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get
That's
it.
why the reason that we have to be 4 on this kind of talk.
Yeah.
Someone equals out the other one. Otherwise, it's just.
I'm gonna email Prestige to carve me one of the fucking walnut
Yeah.
because I want one now.
For once, I'm actually glad that I'm part with Michael and William in this part. Otherwise, I'm the banning person that mentioned.
I have my
Bowser
iPhone,
William once. So,
And
yeah.
from now on, I'm gonna take the case from my iPhone that it came with, put it on my table, so I'll put it down in the cradle that it came with. So every time I need it, I just take it out of the box that I bought it, and then
But you gotta make it out of granite, bro.
it's Jesus Christ.
I have a stand for my iPhone as well, man. I put my phone here to display it so easy to see calls and all that. Nothing
I like
touches
that.
the table just as it is. It's always something in between. A layer of luxury.
I do appreciate the detail, the details in the product. I do very much appreciate it.
Especially this part for me.
Yes,
So
I do
perfectly
love it. I do love that.
flush here. Yeah.
It is
But-
flush, isn't it?
Yes, and super.
Oh, sexy.
flush. It's just yeah.
But-
It's just
But no, Eric, no. Just
I'm gonna order one. I'm
Nope.
gonna order one. Prestige, let's talk after the podcast.
Are you gonna get a coaster for your remote as well, Willie?
You fucking right.
Jesus Christ.
Me too. I like this.
I'm gonna get it just because you hate it now. Fucking.
I mean, Captain Jared says over on Twitch that he agrees with you, Henrik. It's beautiful
If
and
you miss
utterly useless.
this
And it's
thing-
like, perfect. I love that.
If you miss, you see, you now finally have the weight and kind of the big thing under it. So, yeah, when you miss this, still it's more plush. But I like it. It's good with space. Good to handle it. And
No.
Sometimes I like useless stuff that is perfectly sensible.
But for me, it's kind of the same with when you buy extra wheels or rims, what do you call them, that you don't see them, so you don't use them and don't do anything. You just when you walk away or walk towards the car that you actually see them. It's just a display for the other ones. So
Wait, you haven't
why
bought
do you
special
have-
wheels for your chair yet?
No. Nor do I really
You should
care
get
for
those
them for
those
other-
Mexican lowrider ones with the spokes that are like golden and that the scrape
I
thing
want to
sticking
be so
out.
discreet as possible.
Be
That
too
you
heavy.
can like
For my daily
bounce,
drivers,
like
I want so much rubber as you can do for a smoother ride. So I don't
some
really care
hydraulics
for
in your
the
chair.
big wheels. Hydropneumatic suspension, Citroën, yeah, get in touch.
Another thing about that stupid aggregate that you have for your remotes, guys. I really don't like it being that thick if it should be on the wall.
Well, if it's
Okay.
not, it's not
No,
on the
but-
wall though, man.
Yeah, I know. But if
That's
I
manageable,
could get
I
it
guess.
on the wall, I could appreciate it. But I'd rather have something that is like in this thickness.
You know what? The problem that I have with the STB brackets, wall bracket, it's too close to the wall.
Yeah, me.
And not that like what happens is that there is always oil on your fingers and shit, right? So like in white walls, I had a perfect freaking like a halo of like where I would grab the remote and
Wash
where
your
the
fucking
top.
hands, Willie.
You always do, but there's like it just happens. And then also on the remote control, these two fucking points, when they click onto the magnets, sometimes they hit the drywall and they dent it. Like everything's around that area is dented. So that remote is, I understand like how discreet the wall bracket is. I think it's a little too close. They should have gone just that notch, maybe 2 mils thicker. That's my input for that. But
Sure.
I use the wall bracket a lot.
That I do agree with you.
So
I mean, I personally think the Prestige one, if there was a wall bracket, is better because you can literally grab behind it and not have to touch the wall or any of that. I mean, also partially my hands are quite large, so
If you
But
actually did
Every
have
time I
this,
use
you
my
can
wall
have a
bracket,
good-
I never have to touch the wall. I don't understand what you're talking about.
yeah. But you have tiny precision hands. I have like, ugh.
yeah.
Yeah, but-
Mike uses Victorinox armies with the fucking tweezers to pick up his remote because his hands are so large.
Then they need to say that this is for Shrek people only.
I agree.
Shit. We get Shrek version. Should make a Shrek version. Get one of those,
Give
you know, like the
remote.
iPad for kids. Oh God.
Jens had a question. He said, "Hi, new to the channel. Hello. Really enjoy listening. Well, glad you're here. Could you help me out with some advice around a new Beovision? My first gen Avant is getting old, and I'm looking into a new Beovision 65-inch. My dealer has a first gen Eclipse, €6,000, and second gen Eclipse €12,000, and Harmony 15,000. Would I regret saving a lot of money on buying the first gen Eclipse? In my opinion,
Yes.
absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
What would I be missing out on compared to the new models? A lot better panel. Upgradability.
upgradability.
Better
yeah.
sound.
Yes.
There's an asterisk to the upgradability when it comes to the Eclipses. I don't want to get into the specifics because I don't know how much I can say.
Personally,
But
I would go Harmony all day.
yes,
Harmony.
Harmony
And
all
make
day
him an
long, man.
offer.
And you'll never regret it because if the panel dies, you just replace it. The sound is always great no matter what. You can just replace the screen. And it's a standard VESA mount at the back of it, so that
No.
will never change.
No.
Isn't it?
No.
What is it?
You need the change from my CX panel from 65 inch to 77 was a different backplate.
Okay.
Because
But the
backspace and
backplate,
the hooks.
and that's kind of cool. The backplate is like 500 euros, so who cares? And it's just a piece of metal.
Fucking bastards.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it
but I mean-
backspaces it correctly to the wings and.
But I mean, Jens, go for the Harmony. Definitely, that's the best solution. I mean, it's a much better solution
Then you're
than
done,
first
yeah.
gen.
And I would
Then
say,
you're
if I mean, I don't know if they're used or new or whatever, but make your dealer an offer if it's too much.
I don't think he's new since he has the Avant.
Yeah.
That's right. Maybe trade that shit in
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, get rid of that Avant. Do it fast.
before the board goes.
Yes.
If you never put a fan in it.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be a fan afterwards. That's for sure.
The new board is like 1,000 euros, a bit more than 1,000 euros.
Yeah.
So get him to take the Avant and definitely get a
That's cheap, 1,000 euros. It's 3,500 bucks here.
Harmony. And I don't know where you're from, Jens, but maybe you could do a deal with the dealer to get like maybe a CX panel or a GX panel. I would definitely go that route because then it will be a cheaper Harmony, and you wouldn't really care if it's a GX or a G1, G2 panel. It's almost the same. The only difference is that the GX and CX panel, which is the older panels, is much more smooth. So just go that route.
If I'm not mistaken, a reasonable trade-in, if you are in Europe anyway, for a 55-inch Avant, depending on whether you have the floor stand or not, is like 2.5 grand-ish for a dealer. So, I mean, that should knock 2.5 off the 15 almost immediately before you even really made an offer. I mean, it depends on the dealer, obviously, and your market, so there is some interchangeability. Like, it makes a massive difference whether you're like in Finland or in the Netherlands, so to say. Or
I don't think you'll get 2 grand for an Avant today. Well,
I don't mean sell as in trade-in offer, because there's like some...
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably a 55-inch.
I think so, yeah.
And it's around 2 grand, but more or less, I would say 1,600 euros in a trade-in, because they also know that they're gonna have an issue with it, and they have to sell it. They have to sell it with guarantee and stuff.
Yeah.
So
they gotta hope that it lasts for 3 months.
Yep, exactly. No, because in Denmark it has to last for, is it 2 years?
Oh, shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah. Same here.
So that's why the prices will be totally different.
Yeah, it'd be cheaper for you to trade it in and buy it back.
I think, yeah, I think that's what you call it, a market difference. Because here, when I look at secondhand Avants, like the what you call it, the warranty is like usually 6 months.
From Bang & Olufsen?
Well, from dealers,
it's dealer that's gonna get hooked on it anyway.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's only one. I think it's 1 year. 1 year. But it's still something that the dealer has to provide for the new buyer.
Yeah, but if you can swing it, Harmony all day, easy.
Yeah, definitely.
The Harmony sounds better than the Eclipse, either one of them. I mean, if you really are tight for money, I mean, a first-gen Eclipse is still an upgrade, but...
It's a big upgrade for the Avant, definitely.
But it's arguably worse than the second-gen Eclipse already.
Yes, and I would all day tell you to, if you can gather the money, go for the Harmony, because you'll end up with a much better product compared to all the others.
And you'll never regret it.
No.
I remember reviewing the Harmony for the first time, and I had an Eclipse at the time, and I was shocked at how good the Harmony sounded. Like, that first time it came on, it's like, This thing has so much bass and it doesn't rattle itself. Like the harmony could thump in, but on the floor stand, like the metal top plate and the sort of metal grill started flapping around a bit. I mean, this was loud, obviously, but the harmony just wasn't phased by any of that.
No, and then you have the rumble. If you go to a specific hertz in the Eclipse, it rumbles like it sounds like it's fallen apart.
Yeah.
But the harmony is just flawless.
Yeah, they did a good job on the sound.
Yeah.
Staging, I guess, or sound production. Or the speaker design, rather. Because when I had the Eclipse, the same thing. Like, you couldn't crank it up much. I actually found that the Avant was more acoustically stable at higher volumes without the rattling and such that Eclipse was.
Well, bigger cabinets, really.
Well, also there's a bigger driver because they used the same bass driver that was in the BeoLab 12s at the back of the Avant, right? For the bass. So.
Yeah, harmony this.
I would do harmony, man. If you can squeeze for it.
If it's a possibility, go for the harmony. Otherwise, the first gen Eclipse is a better TV than the a better TV than the Avant for sure.
Mm-hmm. But then again, like, why would you buy something that's already a few years old? You know, you're not really putting yourself.
Panel is EUL. So.
That's right. So you're not really putting yourself ahead of anything because if the panel dies, you're stuck with the fucked soundbar because you can't fit another TV on top of it.
You can jerry rig it.
Nah.
Yeah, and that always looks good.
I think that they found a solution.
Well, they better have.
They did.
Can you show off Klaus Hjort's stand, by the way, on his Eclipse? That you can actually get away with a cheap stand for TV.
Oh, sure. Hold on, I'll just send it over.
Klaus here was one of the luckiest guys you can be when it talks about Bangles, and that his old work got in touch with him and said that, hey, we have an old prototype Eclipse. We have no fronts for it. We have no stands for it. The software isn't, managed since it came out. So, but you want it, and I gave him one of my fronts, and he got in touch with Bangles and actually upgraded it because it's so long time ago. So we couldn't do the software update. So we started, and he actually managed to do this stand for it, table stand for it himself. And it turned out very good, actually, for, you see the weight that they have to have on this kind of, and this is the first generation, as I said. But
nice well job.
Yeah, because the stand is weird. But the connections, of course, yeah. But you don't see the weight from behind the TV, so yeah. Yeah, it's actually very, very nice. And for the price, this is just some €100 or something.
Avant is about to die. Well, if you already know that, then
get it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Trade it in quick, bro. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Eric, didn't you order 28s, by the way?
Yes and no. No, I canceled them because
you can't remember.
No, I canceled.
Canceled. I was like, you can't remember. Wait, what?
No, I ordered them and then not ordered them. They canceled actually. No, I canceled the order because of, I was like, there's no reason for it. So I will wait until the summer, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't because the economy wasn't the best. So
you're waiting for another price increase?
Yes.
You want to give B&O more money?
That's right. I don't want to buy them for this cheap. Fuck that.
Next time, just ask Henrik if they have a PayPal somewhere where you can, like, I donate X number of monies to me.
No, but I bought a bunch of, lamps and this furniture and stuff instead. And we actually bought what's it called, when the greenhouse that we have outdoors, and we're also gonna plant.
You start growing pot?
No.
That's
But my
just,
dad actually has.
that's just the first initial question. So you're gonna grow pot?
Well, fuck the tomatoes. You can buy those in the store.
Well, with this economy, it makes sense.
I really like the stand, Eric. I really like it. It looks like
good.
an Apple product.
It looks.
Wow.
It's
does.
funny.
But it looks good. I mean, simple.
So simple and sleek for what actually is.
I mean, it's more simple than. Do you guys remember the Avant table stand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is more simple.
Yeah, it is, static. Compare this to the static stand, although it's a floor stand for the clips and how it looks and all that, and a table stand for. I mean, how much is the table stand from STB brackets for the clips? It's
a few €100.
Yeah,
it's quite a bit.
It's quite a bit, and how small it can, make it wide and all that. But this is just so incredibly easy for what it is, and so discreet. Actually, when it got some new pictures, that's why I
can actually look it up. Let's see. STB brackets.
Yeah, I'm quite wondering what they are. I'm guessing 350 pounds.
I remember a static stand for.
I think that's low.
700.
Yeah.
Final offer. What is it?
£720.
Fucking price is right, bro.
Yeah, and this. It's not that much be different. If I can see.
But it has that lean you want, this one, Eric.
Yeah, but here
you can do that on that one, metal bends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just think about if it was made out of marble.
It's so cool.
It would be so cool.
Then it would have a slot that you just put it into the fucking marble, bro.
No, you'll just lay it on the table stand.
Yeah.
So they give you so that's the STB, right?
Yeah.
They give you the wings as well, because they don't that comes. The sides come with the soundbar, anyways.
Yeah, so I think you just get this thing.
Easels then, yeah.
Be at easel with yourself.
I'm very at easel with myself.
Yeah, so he's actually have the cheapest Eclipse TV there is, I guess. Got everything for free except for the stand that he managed to do himself for maximum €200.
Obviously, they're more refined. Look at the chamfering on the edges and stuff. It's obvious.
Still, yeah.
And he doesn't have a fucking barcode on his, so there's differences.
Yeah, but 700 for what it is.
Versus 120 pounds of material, or whatnot. Because you can probably buy that goofy bracket on your own, right? Or on its own.
Yeah. You can
it's
just
a service
spare
part. So.
Yeah. I mean, here's
make a walnut stand.
The thing you sent earlier from where you can jerry rig an old sound center to a newer panel.
Yeah.
It's at what, 77? Yeah.
Yep. On a
65. Yeah.
I don't think that I would actually agree to do that as an installer. I would tell the guy to hire somebody else.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look that bad. It looks actually good.
No.
That's fucked
awful.
Up, man.
The black thing in the bottom, and then you have the speaker, and then the speaker again.
Yeah.
It looks awful.
It's the bottom part that disturbs me most, but otherwise, the kind of soundbar is
It sucks.
Well, then again, really... I mean, look at how close these 50s are into the corners of the wall. That can't be good either. So I'm not sure
I don't care about that. The screen messes with my OCD.
Or the CDO, if it's in the correct order.
The
That's
speakers
how you know that
mess
you
with
have
my
OCD.
OCD because like that 10-inch woofer is basically up against the wall.
Yep.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah.
That's right. More bass, it's punchy definitely.
Well, if you use the microphone, it should be able to shut it off.
Yeah, but
Or
it's
at least
compensating
attenuated.
a stupid amount for.
No,
No.
it looks awful. I hate it.
But you can't actually take away the bottom black part of the sound center because that's kind of part of the whole.
You have a saw.
Yeah, but this.
There's fucking
Electro-
boards
it's
in there. Oh yeah, just break
yeah.
it off. There's boards in there.
There's nothing useful in there. Who cares?
Yeah, just the ambient light sensor, status light, and some other shit.
Yeah. So
I don't think the ambient light sensor works anymore with the newer panel.
It looks
Put it there.
awful. And it's
Yeah,
not
this
even
looks
connected.
jerry-rigged.
You can see the 50s is not even on.
Okay, speaking of jerry-rigged, this is something that I'm gonna have to forward you, Mikey. Let's see if I can find it now. This is the atrocity to the mankind, as one would say.
Wow, I really hate it.
Well, I was one way or the other with you, generally. Yeah, either
No,
hate
no,
something
no.
or you love it.
No, because I'm like, I hate the 50s in that position, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, if you don't have the room, you don't have the room. So I'm okay with that. And it's not a black and white thing. That's just fine. And it will sound good anyways in that position because the 50s is an amazing speaker. But that TV on that sound center, Jesus.
I have something that is fucking 100 times better. It just came to your WhatsApp. I don't know if you can put it on the screen or not.
It'll just take a few seconds.
But if you can't, then
Hold on, I'll show
Yeah,
it.
we will get it. We'll get it.
good.
God, you're gonna try and make us vomit, aren't you?
That is.
Uh,
Let's see if he can do that. But yeah, that is probably the biggest atrocity that I had ever seen being put together. And dude was fine with it.
Is it a 9?
BV9 with a 65-inch LED OLED on it on top.
But how is it just mounted on top of the screen?
He took the fucking old plasma out and just made fucking bracket and shit, and the TV's on top.
But did he like cut the screen or with the chainsaw or something?
No, yeah, he did cut the fucking frame. Yeah.
Wow. He didn't even have the balls to take the picture himself. He had to get his kid to do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at the eye. Look at the eyes on the bottom left corner. That's where the ambient light sensor.
Yeah.
The IR fucking.
I have to agree with Vlad. This looks photoshopped, but then
No,
again,
it's not. I promise you, this is. I'm not gonna say who, but I promise you, this is a fucking real photo. This is in the house.
But I have to say that I know that this person has really bad taste because he has the Lab 9s as well.
Shut it.
Well, then it used to look good when the TV was there properly, right? Like that used to look good. This is fucked up, man.
Jesus.
And the client's happy.
What?
Yeah. It's actually the client that took the picture.
Did he do him? No, that's his kid, but did he do him himself?
If it's a
No.
7-year-old
The tech
that
did it.
he's the client, that's okay. But, yeah.
The tech did it.
The tech did it?
I don't think that's a kid that took the photo.
No. That's the owner.
No, that's a chubby kid.
It's in fucking This is in BC. But yeah, this is we want to talk
BC
about
is
motherfucking
in
hack
Colombia?
jobs, bro. That this is the Oscar winner right there.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can top this. And
I have to agree with Vlad. Very nice background, and I would definitely turn that way just to look at stuff.
Oh God, but yeah, that's
Are
that
those
is.
Lutron keypads and everything?
Oh yeah.
Wow. By the looks of the picture, like the reflection of the picture, it looks like a very stupid trade-off instead of just going down and buy a new TV.
Yeah.
I mean, with the
But it's-
chandeliers and everything.
He's got the whole house probably master link.
Yeah, but still, you really got to love the bottom part of your Beovision 9s to have.
Do you know
this kind of
if it's
solution.
still does it still rotate on the remote?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like the fucking
TV.
the eyeball that is on the top is on the bottom left corner. You see that? Like it's
Yeah.
fucking turned off right now. Like you can see it's red. As he moved the eye, the fucking bottom, bro.
But then you also have the status line of the TV.
So you know you're double sure it's off. You know the Beo System 3 is turned off, and you know the television is turned off.
God.
Oh my.
I know word of fucking lie, man. This is a real picture. This actually had happened.
Mikey, we have this once a year for Christmas and for New Year's. This is going into that pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. I can send it to you.
You
as
need
well.
to save that. You need to save that.
Yeah, this is the worst. I'm gonna see what I fucking said to him.
Yeah, but
after I saw
it's
that.
the worst, not because of the TV, but because of the Lab 9s.
No, I
Got
think
it.
it's bad as it is.
But the BO4 still works and does everything, right? Willie?
Say what, sorry?
The BO4 still works, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This is what I had to reply to him. Like that looks fucked up. Like it looks Photoshop, just like everybody else thought.
Yeah.
Good job on the frame, because you gotta, praise a little. It just does. Eye on the bottom, right on.
That poor bastard.
So it, yeah, the
Well,
DJ
if
Neo,
he's
the
happy,
TV
he's
does,
happy.
because there's the eye from the top of the right hand side corner is now moved on the other side, bottom left. Because there is a little access, not a hole, but there's a hole where you can hold the TV, I guess, when you're mounting the grill. That's where he routed the cables through. There's plenty room in the BB9. Fuck, especially if you don't have a Beo media server in it. It's tons.
Well, you just need
It
an
looks like a
HDMI.
setup that's done with bubblegum.
I would just want to see how it's inside like how is it inside? Because that's some serious fuckery, man.
I'll give him an A for effort.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give
But
him an A
that's-
for hacksawing the thing together.
You guys approve of this shit, I guess. Jesus.
No.
I mean, it's a clean cut.
Well, he didn't do it with the Swiss Army knife, I'm sure, but
And I'll give him an F for freaking get rid of the Lab 9s.
yeah, dude, I don't know. Like that, like I said, that's the biggest hack job I've ever seen. I can't believe that he actually agreed to do that. But I guess money talks and bullshit walks.
But it works.
That's the moral of the story.
It works.
And it
I
works.
mean, that's just crazy.
It works for him, and it worked for the fucking client. That's for sure. I don't think I could stomach looking at that kind of
It
shit
looks
every
like
day.
it looks like something that I've seen here in Copenhagen, but I'll have to get back to you on that because I'm doing a video, so I have to get back to you.
I can contribute with this picture for your video.
I would definitely like it if you
You have my permission.
if you're up for that. I would definitely want to use that picture in my future video because that will just help me a lot.
It's just fry people's brain with this shit at the last minute.
Yeah,
Real or photoshopped, and just run a poll.
Yeah.
It doesn't really
That's,
matter. It's bad. Like,
Oh yeah,
why?
bro. But that's that's what we're gonna be doing if the prices are gonna go up like that.
Yeah,
You'll be
yeah, you're totally
fucking
right.
epoxying some shit on your harmony.
But you're right, Willie. You're right.
Yeah. So and especially like for clients, like I thought about this like with my mom's house, like I leave and shit, and if something fucking goes here, it's all Masterlink still, right? So then what? The only thing that I could see go is the TV in the bedroom, the 740. I can see 740 go before the 9 would die. That panel is
Probably,
just
yeah.
fucking invincible. And if the panel dies in the BB9, then I'll probably buy a 55-inch TV that I could fit inside, or a 50-inch. I don't know if I can fit 50-inch there, but 55 would probably fit
Do they still make
into
those?
the.
Aren't TVs basically all standardized now to like 55, 65? It's like you have the 48 and then the 43 now, but like.
You could probably fit a
50 or
55-inch LG panel inside a BB9.
You just
Oh, yeah,
don't have the side 2 inches.
Yeah.
Probably would
Glue.
lose a little bit.
Calibrate
Fucking
the screen, yeah.
black electrical tape, and that's it.
It will still look better.
Than this, yeah. Because I'm not doing that with my mom's TV. Well, for my TV, but my mom's TV. Fuck. Can you imagine that? No, I couldn't do it.
Not for words. Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
that's my contribution.
Is this really better than this? Than the Eclipse, whatever
You
you,
can
want to
live
call.
Well, this is much better. I'm just
You can
trying to
live
top
with
your
this.
shit off here.
I really can't dig either one of those. Because
I don't either, but if
this
it comes to like,
I mean, the systematics of this, where it goes like this, that
Yeah.
sucks. On the other one, it's just like this. It looks like
it's just, the other one is just
the BB9 looks like Samsung. What's the name of their new TV that squiggles around?
oh yeah, that vertical /
Yeah,
portrait
it looks
landscape
like
thing.
that.
I've seen it.
And
Wait.
I have to say the 9 looks better than this.
Wait, so if this was like the TV was at the bottom and the sound center was on top, and then you made some art pieces that it made.
No. The sound bar needs to be equal as the screen or larger.
Well, that's going to be an interesting thing if they ever decide to make something for the 97-inch OLED. Like an enormous soundbar.
Holy shit, that'd be longer than the Lab 1 chassis.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need like
Yeah,
3 people to carry it.
And that's why I think they need to redesign their sound centers, because they need to redesign it as. Do you know? Remember the BB10?
Yeah.
Not the BB10, the BL10.
Yeah.
Triangular.
V-shape, yeah.
That made sense with a big TV on top of it, but this doesn't make sense to make a bigger TV on top. But
I
when
agree.
you cone it in, it makes sense. So they need to look into that.
That's why I think the shape, the edge actually could work design.
I have a
With-
buddy that have the edge in his living room, and then he has a TV on top of the edge, and it
Yeah.
looks like a BO6 remote.
I love that. Yeah, I've seen it also, and it looks amazing. And also, what a great use for the edge to finally to see something shining. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just
It looks like a
product.
BO6 remote.
yeah, and
Kinda
it's something that Bang Olufsen can actually use as their kind of marketing.
Yeah.
I think I bought the last wall bracket from STB Brackets for this thing, or something. I remember that was something very unique that I was buying for this job.
That
They had to
what's
dig
it
up.
called? The 7.1 was also 7.4, 7.1.
That's a
This
7.4.
one. 7.4, yeah.
Yeah.
7.4
actually
stands up, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sound bar, we can call it, also kind of
Well,
works.
this was basically a
7.4 works
7.4 in a different chassis.
That's
Like,
right. It's the same exact it's the same exact guts inside.
Yeah.
It's the same exact guts as the
Google
BV9.
drivers?
The drivers are the same as the BV9.
Yeah, but what about the chassis room, like square space, like is that?
As far as the depth, no. I think this would have way more cavity space for the base driver.
Yeah.
Still, none of them
BV9
sound
has a
bad.
box.
Pretty impressive for both the time, the size, and for all of it.
I think for
That
the
was
longest
back
time,
when-
for the auxiliary use with AVRs and stuff, people have been sleeping on this speaker, on the Beolab 10, because it's gone a bit under the radar for the most part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a great center speaker.
Yes.
But it's when
hard
you
to
have
find
such
it
a
now.
big screen, and then you have to then have something underneath the big screen, then you have the whole kind of the fireplace in America that you have to look this, because then it's so way up. So to have a small something.
Yeah, but then you get a couch like yours where you just lay like this.
Yeah,
I'll frumpy out.
a 3 meter ceiling, so I'm pretty.
But yeah, that's that was a good speaker. Hard to sell in here, like in Calgary. It's hard to sell. I think we've sold.
But it looks amazing, I think.
It does, but a lot of people just.
How is it priced compared to the 7.4?
I think this was, around $3,700, almost $4,000, from what I remember. It was the same price, I think, that 7.4 was, or a little bit more.
Here you can get
I don't remember.
a
It's been
Beolab
so
10
long.
for like €150 or so. 200 euro. Let's see what a 7.4 goes for. Probably similar by now. 7.4 is slightly cheaper. If you want the black version, then it's a bit more. Depends a bit. They probably also sold way more 7.4s and.
Oh, of course, because they were tied into the BV7s, right?
Yeah, apparently they're sort of the same price now, secondhand. Transylvania, thank you very much for the super chat. Are you guys going to the Munich Hi-Fi show? No, personally, I would like to go to that sort of thing, but at the moment don't have the time for it.
I'm not immunized, so they won't let me on the airplane. I'll make all y'all motherfuckers sick in there, so I can't fly. So apparently, I'm still trusting the science. So
that's why they keep you around the First Nations, right?
In 2011, the Beolab 10 would be 26.75 British sterling pound.
So yeah, it was around $4,000, $5,000 almost.
Yeah.
It wasn't a cheap speaker.
No.
But then again, because I guess it was more or less like co-introduced with the 465.
Yeah.
Because that TV was freaking.
Yeah, it's marginally just above the Beolab 7 family.
It got introduced with the Beovision 4.
Yeah.
465 back in the day when the TVs were a foot long, foot thick.
Yeah.
Because the 7 that the Beolab 10 came with it had 2 positions, so you can do it for the 65 and 50s on those pegs when they're fully pushed against the wall, and then for 65 you would pull it up, and then it would come with 2 metal flanges that you would screw into the metal bracket, and it would basically cover the voids.
I just remember I did the promotion video for Bang & Olufsen on the 103-inch, and they had to deliver it to a guy in Copenhagen, and they had to take down all the tiles because he lived in the penthouse. So they took off all the
Fudge.
tiles to crane it into his apartment, and then they structured his floor so it could bear the weight. Crazy amount. It was, yeah, good show.
I remember when when I bought my nines from Anders Sellström, that he had the Beovision 9 in his penthouse or top floor, 6th floor of this kind of apartment that was newly built. Yeah, I remember talking to him that it was also kind of way too fiddly to actually get it inside and the elevators, and can't remember how it actually put it in, but yeah, it wasn't easy. And that was a 50-inch. Yeah, twice that. Yeah.
Yeah, here they have to take down all the roofing and everything to get it in and crane it in.
Wait, did I just mishear you, or did you say under surströmming?
Sellström.
It's like, wait, did I just hear that wrong?
Surström.
Sellström.
I wonder how much different is the Munich show than the Vegas one? Electronics show.
The ISE?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The ISE is a lot different than High Five. It's also meeting rooms and yeah.
I mean, I went to the was it the ISE in Amsterdam with Steve like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah,
and that was good fun.
Yeah, it's just been there the past week in Amsterdam. I was supposed to go there, but didn't have the time because I have some major crisis here in Copenhagen, so I didn't have to go. But it was just there.
I mean, we obviously went to B&O, and it was kind of, I don't know, B&O is weird at these trade shows because they had 90s there with black cover panels for the bottom. And I was like, oh, sweet, this is what Willie will probably like. So I walk over to the guy, like, is this new? And he says, yes. And he says, can you buy them? Yeah, just order them through your dealer. And then somebody else from B&O comes by, and he's like, no, we don't sell those.
No.
Like, wait, what? So who am I to believe? And he's like, yeah, me, because we don't sell those. It's like, but how did you get them here? Like, yeah, I don't know. We just got this stuff and we were told to go to a show.
Yeah.
That's a small company for you, yeah.
Huh?
No, then that means that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because you didn't even inspect your gear before that, to be honest. Like, and they are available. You can buy them, can't you not?
Not black, no.
I don't think they're on the website, but I think that I had seen them on the.
I mean, you can get
in
them
the system.
from the what you call it?
Customization thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's call it a show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Transylvania, for the kind super chat. Thank you, Joachim, for busting our nuts about price increases. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah,
I'm becoming a massive Willy. Or you
But
already had one.
we definitely still don't know if it's going to happen. I mean, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Start prepping, start buying lap 28s, put them in the walls and ceilings, and just.
If 90s go up by 20%, I'm going to say sort of ha, but also Anyway, thank you all very much for joining in. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet already. And Willie and I will see you tomorrow and otherwise next week. Bye, everybody.
Peace out.
See ya.
Out.